So a little bit ago, I said I would do a review on this guy, and here it is. But if you don't know why I didn't do it earlier, a month ago, this is why. So as you can see, the sculpt and paint is beautiful on this guy. He looks incredible. They kind of gave him that dirty look because he comes out of the mountain in this movie in like kind of bluish highlights and a very shiny silver. And the sculpt looks like you pulled it right from the screen. It looks so good. And they even got his belly button and the laser chest really well painted. I don't know what it's called. Comment it below. Correct me. I know people love to do that. They made so much cool things with the sculpt. If you look in the mouth, I don't know if that's screen accurate, but the teeth are transparent. The ear things are transparent. And his hands move. That's not really part of the sculpt, but I'm just saying. So that's it for sculpt. But now we got to move on to electronics, which if you see here, these might just look like normal dorsal plates, but all of them are buttons. And if you press this one here, he turns on and he gets those yellow glowing eyes he has in that movie. And oh my gosh, it looks so good. I might show you guys in a darker area later. This area is pretty dark, so they are shining really well. But look at that. That is so cool. And I don't know if I said this yet, but the voice box is right there. I probably have, because it's part of the sculpt. But this is so cool. Look at the eyes glow. Like, you kind of get an orangish yellowish. It looks really cool. So now that we figured out this is the on and off switch, it is the off switch as well. We are going to try this one next, which is going to make the missile sound. When he shoots his, if you hold it down, it will last as long as you hold it down. But when he shoots his fingers out in the movie, that sounds weird, but when he shoots the bullets out of his hands in the movie, it's playing that sound. And when you let go, it will slowly start to stop, which is pretty cool. The one scene where he like puts his foot up on the rock and then points at King Caesar and Godzilla's, you can kind of recreate that. I'll get on to articulation later, but this button right here, let me show you one more time just so you get the idea. This one right here is for hand bullet things. This is the off switch. So now we're going to do this one. I can't play this one very long, but it's his theme song. Yeah, I can't play it very long. I don't want to get copyright or anything. So that's his theme song. This one right here. So this one is off hand missile things theme song. Over here, we only got 2 buttons, but it's the larger spikes. This one, actually I'll show you that one later. That one's the coolest one. This one is his roar. So, hold up. Let me turn this side around. Again, his voice box is on the other side, so the sound's coming from the other side. Let me turn this side back. This one right here is his laser eyes. As you can see, it glows a bunch of different colors like pink, green, blue, all that good stuff, red. It's super cool. And then you just let go, and it stops. Next button, this one, is when he spins his head around, makes a force field. So when you press it, his head will turn blue. Just blue, not like a bunch of random colors like the laser eyes. But still really cool. And his head can do a 360, but again, articulation later. But you can kind of recreate that in stop motion if you want. So that's that. And then we got this little spike here that makes a sound when he flies. So if you have like the 3 zeros Godzilla 1974, you can kind of make it where he's flying away from Godzilla in stop motion. Or you can display him like that. You can make a diorama. But that's what that does, and it will just keep playing. Same thing with this one. They'll just keep playing until you press it again. And then the on and off button, same thing. He'll just stay on until you press it. I think he has some type of time limit where he'll turn off eventually. But if that's the case, it would be in the instructions. It's all in Japanese, and I can't read Japanese. So I had to watch YouTube videos on how to work this guy. But final button is this one. I think is the coolest. And you're about to see why. I I love that so much. It's so cool. The noise is kind of annoying, but I mean, it's from the movie. They're trying to keep it like the movie, but it's so cool. Watch one more time. And even the light up here it kind of glows. That's super cool. So now that we finished electronics, let's get on to articulation, movement, all that stuff. I moved him on the floor for this part because I don't have a big enough table for him right now because that's on there. But let's get started with him. So I turned off his eyes because I don't want to leave him on. But we're not moving this arm, by the way, because in the beginning, as I said, it's glued. Thanks, Amazon. Anyways, first of all, we got the head. Moves a full 360. Very beautiful. Looks very nice. Open and closing mouth. I wish Bandai Finals Movie Monster series did this, but open and closing mouth. Awesome. Arm. It's the same thing with both arms anyway, so don't worry. But he can do a 360. I'm scared to move these arms, so I'm not going to do a full 360. But I did mess around with him a lot. He can do it. I'm just not going to do it on screen. He can move here. He can bend. No, hold up. He can bend there without moving this little joint here with the things. I don't know, the plates. Bend here. And then he can he can rotate his hand. Not a full 360 like the film. Darn it. But if you look down here, let me bring him closer. There is a button. And a lot of people were saying it is really hard to press. It might be because my hands are smaller, because I'm younger. I don't know. That sounds weird, I'm sorry. But it's easy for me to press. But his hand just kind of... Watch, this is the coolest thing. Yeah, that's what he does with his hands. He can just kind of do that. Let me repose his arm real quick. Yeah. So that's what he does there. Let's move on to the waist. Barely moves. I don't want to mess with the waist too much because that's where all the electronics... He doesn't move very much, and he's definitely a figure you have to be very careful with. So that's something. And legs don't move for 360, but you know, they got range in there. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to be careful this arm. Bend at the knee, very little bend. No calf swivel. That's crazy because all the monsters have that, even though it's not a thing in real animals. So that's cool, no calf swivel, but... Oh. Okay, so it's a ratchet joint. So it does bend. Ooh, wait. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. The plates are floating pieces. But bend there. Okay, so he does have a good bend. And then ankle. You can do a pivot. Not very well, but it's there. And then pretty good move. I want to say the ankle moves the best. Again, I don't really need to get onto the other leg because it's the same thing. This leg's not glue sealed. It can move. I just don't want to re-show you guys the same stuff because it's the same thing just on the other side. But other than this, it doesn't start glowing if he's off. That's it for movement. His tail doesn't move, so don't ask. The cure does, but this guy doesn't. There is a solo chogokin cure if you don't know what I'm talking about. So next we're moving on to accessories, then price, and then I'll tell you if this is a good figure or not, or my rating or whatever. Okay, so our first accessory is, drumroll please, his stand. I mean, it's not a bad stand. It's a stand. But there are cooler accessories that are coming up. But this is where you put him because he's not the best balancing on his own. I have him balancing fine, but people are saying it doesn't. So he comes with this little piece to hold his tail up. But it kind of looks like the plate stand thing from 1975, even though this is from 74. It looks like this. It looks like that. By the way, this was made for Mecha Godzilla's 50th anniversary. Just saying. So, next accessory. The final accessories, by the way. The flight mode head, which is him looking straight up. And the head is fairly easy to remove. But it still sticks in really well. Just don't pick him up by the head, obviously. There you go. Flying Mecha Godzilla. If you need me to, I can flip him over. I'm trying to be careful with that arm. There's Flying Mecha Godzilla. Looks pretty cool. But not... He doesn't just have... I'm not going to take the tail off right now. But we have the flight mode tail. So you get a head and tail. If you don't know what that was there. Sadly, this mouth does not open. But all the lights can still go. I'm not going to turn them on again. I want to save batteries for whatever reason. But his headlights will still glow. Like the eyes and stuff will still glow. It's just a shame his mouth doesn't open like this head. But, you know what? I don't know if that's screen accurate. Maybe he can't open the mouth in the film. It's been a little bit since I watched... I watched this film recently. I haven't watched the sequel to Mecha Godzilla with Mecha Godzilla 2. I haven't watched the one with the show on Mecha Godzilla. I watched the Heisei movie. So that's pretty much it for accessories. Not much. But, I mean, it still feels premium. Here, I'll put his head back on. I'll stop creeping you guys out. So, that's it for accessories. Now, what do I think about this figure? So, this guy was $300. $300. You could get, like, 5 or 6 Hayas for the price of one of these. Or like 3 SH Monster Arts Godzillas. So this guy is pricey. So do I think it's worth it? Well, I think for the paint and detail, if you're just planning to put it on the shelf, you don't really want to mess with it, maybe for the electronic features or music sometimes. I guess, sure. But why I'm not going to say yes is because this fell off on the second day of having him. And this is $300. I think it should stay together for an insanely long time. Like at least 10 years. I don't know. A lot of time. That might sound like a lot, but I mean, you paid $300 for this. So do I think he's worth it? Depends on who you are. For me, I don't think so. I'm glad I have him. And he looked worth it when I first saw him. But, I don't know. I'm going to keep him. But I definitely don't think he's worth $300. Especially if something like that's going to happen. But, you can do you. If you think it's worth it, go ahead. He's on Amazon right now. He's cheaper on Amazon. He's like $267 right now. That's pretty much it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I don't think this guy's worth it, but again, that shouldn't happen. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I guess this is kind of the 50 sub special because I just reached 50 subs. Please subscribe. Thank you. You'll be my best friend. Bye.